Hello, my name is Lucas, this is a bit of lit, and I want to talk about a poem for Poetry Thursday. It's sort of Poetry Wednesday today, but that's okay, because this coincides with my mother's birthday, and also I'm in a different time zone where it is, in fact, Thursday at this time, so you'll just have to deal. This poem is by Christina Rossetti, one of my favorite poets of all time. This is To My Mother. It's a very simple, elegant poem that I love the sounds in it and the word choices and the enjambment and seizure and how it all works and all this other stuff. I think she's incredible. If you would like to join Poetry Thursday, feel free, okay? It's an open, not really, it's an open challenge, basically. When I say feel free, I mean I expect you to. Okay, so after that we will talk about this little lavalier microphone and the future of this channel. But first let's talk about this poem. To My Mother by Christina Rossetti. Today's your natal day. Sweet flowers I bring, Mother, accept, I pray, my offering. And may you happy live, and long us bless, receiving as you give great happiness. So yeah, I think it's pretty simple. It's a poem celebrating mother, mothers, or your mother, or Christina's mother, I suppose. And yeah, I would like to say happy birthday and well wishes for the rest of the year and for many years to come. It has been nearly, almost exactly 2 years since I have seen my mother, when I last came to the States. And I was hoping to come this year, but very unlikely. Probably my best chance will be next year, which is quite far away. At least a year from now, maybe even more, but I don't know. Anyway, I have been buying a lot of stuff lately. As you might have seen in my last video, I put a little edit of LumaFusion to talk about LumaFusion, which is a great editing app for iOS, and I also bought the DJI Osmo 4, which I'm using, showing you a little bit right now, how it's working fantastically. And I have also got this little lavalier microphone, the Saramonic Blink 500 transmitter, working like a charm. I hope. It worked really, really well earlier when I was testing it at work. And, you know, I've just been thinking, what did I start YouTube for? Well, initially, I found BookTube like 5 years ago, and I really wanted to join because I, read a lot, and I didn't have anyone to talk to about books. But I was too shy and not sure of myself and lacking in confidence. But then the next year I moved to China, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could show my mother what I'm up to? Because I won't always be able to call her because the time zone difference is just whack. And it'd be nice if she could see what I'm up to, and I could, show that off, and she could also see a part of the world that she's never going to see because she's basically wheelchair bound, which is unfortunate, but I haven't really done that. I've been showing a little bit more of Shanghai lately, and there are a few videos from last year where I showed a little bit, but in terms of the way I present it, it's just kind of like, oh, yeah, there it is. And I would like to actually show this city that I love so much a little bit more, and with a little more respect and production to it, so that my mother can see the great things that I'm up to, and the great city that I live in, though it does have its problems, namely pollution, but other than that, well, there's some other things too, I suppose, but that's all right. Yeah, so anyway, I also want to use it for my BookTube videos as well, but I would like to start putting a lot more production value into my videos, and because I see a lot of channels are putting more and more into theirs, especially, you watch Codex Cantina, and those are like beautiful, and they have been for a long time, And I really like watching that channel, and a large part of that, not only because of their personalities, Crypto and Uno, but they have just really slick transitions and all this other stuff. We'll work on that. But as far as my booktube videos go, but I would also like to show Shanghai. So, and if I ever travel out of the city, which I'm planning on doing in a couple months, I'm going to try to go to Beijing and see as much as I can. If not, I'll go to Huangshan, which is the Yellow Mountain, which will be beautiful. I really want to go. I need out of this city, which is why I probably won't go to Beijing, because I want to be like in the countryside a little bit. So I don't know, but I also am now in charge of making some videos at work, one a week. So I might be posting those on my channel. But yeah, there will probably be, I know there used to be a time where I was basically posting every day. Probably not going to happen anymore. I'm going to try and work out a schedule, exactly one video of China, or Shanghai at least, one video of BookTube, one video for Poetry Thursday, of course, so 3, and then maybe the one for work, 4, oh God, that's a lot. We will see. Anyway, that is that for Poetry Thursday. Christina Rossetti, to my mother. Thank you.